You're watching the Western Athletic Conference. It's here on ESPN. It's the final full week of February, which means March Madness is right around the corner, and reservations for WAC Vegas still on the line. ACU playing host to California Baptist. Welcome to Moody Coliseum on the campus of Abilene Christian University. Andy Penny alongside Trey Newhouse. For the Wildcats of ACU, their backs are against the wall as far as making the conference tournament, but two huge wins on the road last week versus UTRGV and SFA. They return home. They get a Lancer team, Trey, on a three-game losing streak as we start tonight.
Yes, well, the Wildcats may be beating this Lancer team at the right time. They went on a tough stand, lost 3 straight, and their last game was in Phoenix at the #1 seeded Grand Canyon University. And these Wildcats have been hot lately, beating UTRGV and Edinburgh and beating SFA.
ACU still has some work to do as they're in the 9th place spot. Have to be in the top 8 to get to Las Vegas. Cal Baptist right there in the middle at 7-7. Trey, let's look at our impact players. Of course, Dominique Daniels is out tonight for CBU. So Scotty Washington will get those minutes. And for ACU, Hunter Jack Madden coming off a huge week last week on the road.
Well, for the Lancers, there's a big scoring hole with the #1 in the WAC, Dominique Daniels Jr., out for them for the rest of the season. And Scotty Washington has stepped up so far. Over the last 4 games, he's averaged 16 points a game.
And Hunter Jack Madden, 2 games last week of 20 plus. Hey, let's sit at courtside to the third member of our team. It's Matthew Dela Cruz. Matthew.
Thanks, guys. For ACU, they have a tough stretch coming up as you have to play 5 of the top 6 teams in the WAC in order to secure a spot in the WAC tournament. Currently, they are on the outside looking in. For CBU, they need to win this game and continue to win down the stretch towards the end of WAC play to secure a first-round bye. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Matthew. Yeah, just 3 weeks left here in the regular season, but so much to play for. ACU gets off the mat last week. On the road, they're finishing up a 4-game road trip. They start the week at 3-9, back-to-back wins versus Stephen F. Austin, UTRGV, both on the road. Of course, they came from 17 points down to beat SFA. Arion Simmons the shot just before the buzzer, 63-62. California Baptist, it's been a different team since Dominique Daniels went down. A torn meniscus on February 3rd versus Seattle U, and this has been a different team, the Lancers. They've dropped their last 3. Udrogo in the center circle with Bedial. WAC basketball on the Thursday night is underway in Abilene, Texas. California Baptist wins the tap. Here's a look at their starters tonight. Chiqueño Stevenson, Goodrick Washington, and Udrogo. Udrogo has it on the right side against the Wildcat half-court man-to-man. Look on the outside, and Washington, our impact player, misses his first shot tonight. He'll try again, same spot. It's an 0 for 2 trip. Bodies on the floor. Last touch by Simmons.
Those offensive rebounds, Wildcats gave up 2 in their first possession of the game. The Lancers have been a really good rebounding team so far this season. They are 3rd in the WAC in rebounding.
California Baptist averaging 68.5 points a game. ACU at 72.5. This one last touch by Chiqueño on its way out. Cal Baptist though leads the WAC in opponents' points per game. They only give up 66 a game. So we anticipate 70 might be the number. First team to 70 has a good chance to win tonight. There's a look at the Wildcat starters. Bedial, McLean, Madden, Simmons, and Deba, the leading scorer for ACU. McLean, the first shot of the night and our first foul, as Stevenson, some contact on McLean. As Kavion McLean will go to the line, the junior, he'll get 2 free throws.
I'm interested in seeing the scoring of this game. Both of these teams obviously really prioritize defense first. So, as you said, that first team to 70 might have it.
McLean at the line, good free throw shooter. He'll go 1 for 2 on his first trip. This is the first home game for the Wildcats since February 1st. Had a Saturday off on the 3rd and then a 4-game road trip where they go 2-2. California Baptist back in Texas. Of course, 5 games in the WAC schedule bring you to the Lone Star State. It's the Texas 2-step trip between Abilene and Stephenville. The Lancers will be in Tarleton on Saturday. Chiqueno drops the shoulder, goes up with the left hand, missed the shot, and Betty all the board. CBU the better of ACU 68-53, that back mid-portion of January. As here's a turnover, and here's a look at Rick Croy, the head coach of the Lancers, his 11th season, the winningest coach, all-time winningest coach in Lancer history. Career wins up over 300 in his career. And no Daniels in the lineup. Daniels the leading scorer in the WAC at 19.2. And had been on an absolute tear. Stevenson loses the basketball. Simmons in transition. McLean will work against Stevenson. McLean, Simmons, Bettiol his first touch in the paint. And got it up and good. Little baby hook over Udrogo. They see the first three.
Good post move there by Bettiol, sizing up the defender and using a nice outside move to get it up and over the big man.
Goodrick posting up on Simmons, backs him down to the block. Simmons knocks it away. Goodrick gets it back. Up and under, shot up and good. Blondo Chiqueno, the first two tonight for the Lancers.
Both of these teams are really pushing the ball in the paint and getting it close to the hoop before taking their shots.
Both coaches told us these teams play similar styles. They like half court. Not going to get out in transition very much. Bettiol, another touch in the paint. Gets a step on Udrogo, and there's four quick ones for Leo. Goodrick a deep three, misses the shot up over the top of the backboard. There's a look at Brett Tanner in his third season with the Wildcats, closing in on his 50th win here for ACU. Of course, the longtime associate head coach for Joe Golding here for the Wildcats as well. First substitutions tonight, we'll see Cameron Steele. He wears number 5, the 6'8 senior, has checked in. Good start for ACU. They've hit their first 2 field goals. Hunter Jack Madden, back-to-back 20-point games last week. He buries his first 3 on the left wing.
Hunter Jack Madden shooting 41.5% from the 3 this year, so that's been a great thing for the Wildcats.
And his 50th triple of the year. Stevenson directs traffic, needs some help as he picks up the dribble. Goodrick, the southpaw, his second 3, left it well short. It's out of bounds. Possession here back to the Wildcats. And this is a CBU team who has dropped their last 3 at Utah Tech, at home versus Utah Valley, and then at Grand Canyon. Played the first place Lopes really well in Phoenix over the weekend, a game that had 11 ties, 22 lead changes. Grand Canyon the better of CBU at the end, 79-76. The Lopes of Grand Canyon own the best record in the country right now, 24-2. Pass knocked away, chance to run here for the Lancers. Chiqueno up and under, his second bucket here in the first few minutes.
And you can see this little man press all the way down the court that the Lancers are going into, probably looking to get the Wildcats to push up the pace and control the tempo of the game.
Chiqueno, the second leading scorer for CBU at 11 a game. Diva, his first attack, rolls off, still taps it out, but into the hands of Washington. Udrogo, here comes the double team, whistling a reach in, and a foul. Catch your breath, great pace here in the first 4.5 minutes. ACU shooting it well, they're 3 for 4. Wildcats, they've got an early 4-point lead. And back to Abilene, ACU an early 4-point lead here on CBU. Andy Penny along with Trey Newhouse. Trey, let's take a look at tonight's keys to the game.
Well, for the Wildcats, the keys to the game are to generate offense and limit extra chances. And so far, the Wildcats haven't been doing a great job of limiting extra chances. Gave up 2 offensive rebounds on the first possession. For the Lancers, it's create scoring opportunities, and D is the key. The Lancers are the #1 team in the Western Athletic Conference in opponent scoring, and they're going to look to keep the Wildcats under 65 tonight.
ACU 3 for 4 out of the chute. Here's a shot up and good. Kendall Coleman, who just checked in at the timeout. The baby hook, the foul, chance for a 3-point play. The junior Coleman out of Shreveport. 5.5 points a game and immediate impact here on the floor.
A lot of post moves in this game already. I feel like I'm watching Kareem play out here.
CBU likes to pound the paint in the half court. 3 for 8 from the field to start tonight for CBU. Cam Steele the rebound. And ACU hangs on to the 2-point lead. Tylen Riley is also in. He wears number 11, the freshman out of Las Vegas. Madden already 1 for 1 from deep. He'll step inside the line this time. Rebound into the hands of Chiqueño. Good start for Chiqueño tonight. He's got 4. Another touchdown on the inside. Mismatch. Coleman backs him down. Madden missed the shot though. Bettiol with an early 4 and another touch. Hand off to Debo. Debo with a screen, gets to the baseline. 8 on the shot clock. And Ollie lost it out of bounds, dribbled it on the baseline.
Great defense there by the Lancers. Made the Wildcats run the shot clock all the way down, then forced a turnover.
CBU again hangs their hat on defense. As Trey mentioned, just giving up shy of 66 a game. That's really been the downfall in this 3-game losing streak. They've given up almost 78 a game over the course of the last 3. Goodrick, a spin. And a kick to Riley, has it stolen. McLean ahead of the defense, and he'll finish. Defense to offense. McLean at 6.2 points a game, leads the team in assists at 3.5. Kavion's got an early 3. Riley going to work again, up off the glass, up strong. And gets it in up over Madden. Riley's minutes have really gone up here over the course of the last 4 games. He's at almost 20 a game, 20 minutes per game. Filling in the Daniels minutes. Madden a 3 in the corner, his second from deep.
What a confident shot by Madden. It hit his hands and went up right away.
Hunter Jack 27 versus UTRGV, 20 versus SFA last week. Here's a hold on Bettiol. Britt Tanner made his case for Hunter Jack Madden to be the player of the week. You see Kavion McLean finish.
Definitely could have been a foul there. There was some hand contact. Finished anyway.
Madden, again, 27 and 20 last week. Brett Tanner made a big case that Hunter Jack should have been the WAC player of the week last week. Those 2 big wins in 2 20-plus games. Didn't get it. He also said Hunter Jack not worried about individual accolades. He's off to a nice start again here tonight. You've seen Nasir DeGrew, number 10, the sophomore out of New Orleans. He'll run the show. JV Seat is also in, the sophomore out of Edmond, Oklahoma. Bettiol with good position, rattles it home. Coleman the foul. Bettiol back to the strike.
Bettiol has been offensively dominating in the paint so far in this game. Getting the ball, getting to his spot, and making the shots.
And his spot there was deep, had Coleman pinned well up underneath the basket. All Coleman could do was foul him, but it did not stop Bettiol from making the shot.
As a post player, working for that good post-up position is 3/4 of the work. That tires you out more than having the ball in your hands.
There's 7 on the board already for Leo. It's a 6-0 run for the Wildcats and their largest lead here in the first half. Rick Croy makes substitutions. Chris Childs is in, a 6'4 junior of Elk Grove, California. Quick breather for Udrogo, who's back in, as well as Stevenson. Childs on a drive. Shot clock hits 10. Riley dribbles through a double team. Childs for three, left side, and he got it. Chris Childs, who averages just a point a game, has only played in a handful of games this year, hits a big three. Seat misses on the other end. So Lancers first make from deep. They're 1 for 5 from deep to start. Udrogo working with Stevenson, trying to post on the inside. They'll find the other side, Coleman, and the nice soft touch on the baseline.
These post players are working at both ends tonight.
CBU with 5 straight to get back within 3. Steal a 3 right side. DeGrew, right place, right time, and a second chance here for the Wildcats. Madden in the paint. Betty all again, left this one short. But a third chance on a second offensive rebound. Brett Tanner quick to talk about we need second and third chance opportunities tonight, and they'll have it in this possession. Timeout on the floor. Wildcats hanging on to an early 3-point lead. We're 9 minutes deep.
I've seen a lot of Texas out on the open road, from up in Amarillo down to San Antonio. No matter where I travel, one thing remains the same. Everybody loves Ford here in the Lone Star State. Ford is the best in Texas.
The Fieldhouse, where the goal is better. Whether it's body composition improvement, athletic performance, mental fortitude, or quality of life. Better looks different for everyone. With the help of our qualified staff, we will be there to guide you, to keep you accountable, and to help you recover. Whatever better looks like for you. Come see us at the Fieldhouse, 1609 Conwood Street, right off the Treadway.
They've made 5 of their last 7 field goals. They're down by 3 here at the under 12 timeout. Hey, don't forget, Wednesday mornings, 10 a.m. Central, the debut of the weekly Brett Tanner Show on ESPN+. Coach Tanner good enough to let us in on the week that was and the week that is to come. The Brett Tanner Show, Wednesday mornings, 10 a.m. Central on ESPN+. Shooting is good for both teams. ACU at 6 of 11, CBU at 6 of 13. But again, they've hit 5 of their last 7. And Trey, the play on the inside, post play's been really solid.
Yeah, so that shooting percentage is so high because they're taking very high percentage shot, high percentage, high efficiency.
DeGrew a step. He gets the shot up over Childs. And Nasir DeGrew his first 2. Of course, DeGrew shares the point guard minutes with Kavion McLean. McLean at about 27 minutes a game, DeGrew at 13. And now DeGrew is stripped from behind Drogu, and another finish with a 2-handed block. Udrago got caught. DeGrew slipped up from behind. Quick 4-0 run. It's back to a 7-point spread. And a foul out on the outside. Foul on Simmons.
One thing I'm noticing about this Wildcat defense is they are forcing turnovers and getting those easy fast break points.
Getting the foul on Simmons. Arion will get a breather. Yanni Rivera, he wears number 2, a 6'4" freshman. Puerto Rico. His first time on the floor. Chiqueño had a nice start. 2 on the shot clock here for Washington. He doesn't see it. It's a shot clock violation on the far sideline.
Great defense by the Wildcats. That possession, they were hedging ball screens, playing tough inside defense, and running them off the line, and that's what caused that shot clock violation, and they get the ball back.
Washington again coming in. He's playing absolutely great basketball since Daniels has been down. Just 7.2 points a game on the season, but 16.5 over the last 4. 2 of those have been 20 plus. No points to show quite yet tonight. Here's a steal. Chiqueño is second tonight. Udrogo on the inside gets a step. Rivera challenges, and Yanni the foul. And free throws coming here for Ivan Udrogo.
Great move by Udrogo there, outside spin, and I really think he wanted that poster, but he gets the free throws instead.
The grad student from France, the transfer from Grand Canyon. Played 2 years at GCU, 55 starts in those 2 years for the Lopes. Started his career at Nebraska. Started 30 games for the Cornhuskers, and of course he started now all 25 this year. And left the free throw a little short there on the first one. He'll get a second. Moody Coliseum crowd lets him hear about it. Just at 49%. That's a good foul by Rivera. DeGrew a step. And Chiqueño a run out. He'll challenge Diba and finish.
Good hustle there by Chiqueño. Getting the 50-50 ball in and gets rewarded with a fast break for that.
He's got 6. Wildcats the 5-point lead. DeGrew works with Steele. Cam the 10-foot jumper. Boy, love the pace here in the first 10 minutes.
Really pushing the pace.
Goodrick goes to work against Steele. Fadeaway too strong. Bettiol a tap into the hands of DeGrew. Diba has yet to score tonight. Madden another triple look. Already 2 tonight, left that one short.
I love the confidence in the shot from Madden. Coming off the pass and pulling up with confidence for 3.
Washington a step back, shot from 12. Well, DeGrew's playing large minutes. Brett Tanner extended minutes here for Nasir DeGrew at the point guard spot. McLean is ready to check back in. Aiden Igiehan will check in for the first time at the next dead ball. Diba look at a 3. Right wing, he got it. ACU 3 for 5 from deep to start. That's Diba's first 3 of the night.
Diba 7th in the WAC in scoring.
And now DeGrew another steal. Ahead to Diba. Blocked at the rim. Washington the block. Numbers for the Lancers. And ball knocked out of bounds. It will stay with CBU. ACU's built their largest lead here in the first half with 6:56 left to go. 23-15 in Abilene. 23-15 Wildcats. They've got the 8-point lead, their largest here of the first half. Wildcats shooting it well from deep. They're 3 for 5, and even 50% at 9 of 18 early. CBU at 44%, 7 of 16. They've done the majority of their damage in the paint. 10 points in the paint. Make that 12 as Stevenson finishes at the rack. Stops the scoring drought of more than 2 minutes for the Lancers. They're back within 6. Again, McLean checked back in at the timeout. Aiden Igiehan is also in, number 22. They transferred from Grand Canyon. Madden with a hesitation and a layup right side, left it short.
Tough move by Madden, just couldn't finish.
Brett Tanner talked about this week on his coach's show about how Hunter Jack has been so much better with tempo and pace, driving and kicking, letting the rotation allow him to get open. There's the Stevenson finish.
Being able to get creative around the rim is something Madden excels in, and that's something that benefits from tempo and space.
Lancers show a little pressure to eat some shot clock. McLean works the pick and roll. Igiehan his first shot. Simmons a tap, back up and in. He'll go to the free throw line. Chance for a three-point play. Help defense had to come over Goodrick. That allowed Simmons to crash down the baseline. Goodrick fouls him. And Arion at the line, the senior at Little Rock, Arkansas, who plays in his 148th game in an ACU uniform tonight. Second chance opportunity again. Great extra pass, Igiehan. It's a 10-point lead.
Great look by Simmons, getting it down low to the open man, and there's a timeout.
A Rick Croy timeout. The Lancers want to talk about it. 27-17, and Coach Croy wants to address his team. Wildcats, double-digit lead, 5.5 to go before the half.
Thanks, guys. ACU up 10 points, 27-17. And for CBU, they entered this game coming off of a surprising performance in Phoenix versus conference leaders GCU last week. The Lancers were the only team this season to come in within one possession of GCU while playing on the road. Without junior star Dominique Daniels, CBU was led by junior guard Blondo Kaikwanyo as he put up 23 points. Despite the junior guard's breakout performance, the Lancers fell just short to GCU. CBU might be 7-7 in the conference play, but that isn't stopping them from being contenders in the WAC. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, thank you, Matthew. That was a great game on Saturday. 79-76. It's McLean, the crossover. Offensive foul a moment ago on Chiquenyo. Lancers back on the offensive side. Drogo goes to work, and he gets it up off the rim and good. That is a big body to try to stop.
That is two big guys going at each other.
First 2 points tonight for Drogo.
I'm interested in watching that battle in the paint between Igiehan and Udrogo.
Simmons will attack, gets a step blocked at the rim. Udrogo the block. CBU has hit 5 of their last 7 as the ACU lead continues to swell, but CBU's hit 5 of their last 7. 8 on the clock. Stevenson will pull from 3. Second chance by Goodrick. Drogo another touch, and he's fouled this time by Iggy Ahon. The 2 Grand Canyon transfers, Drogo for CBU, Iggy Ahon for ACU. Timeout on the floor as we go the under 4-minute timeout here in the first. ACU hanging on to their 8-point lead. WAC basketball on ESPN+.
I've seen a lot of Texas out on the open road. From up in Amarillo down to San Antonio. No matter where I travel, one thing remains the same. Everybody loves Ford here in the Lone Star State. Ford is the best in Texas.
The Fieldhouse, where the goal is better, whether it's body composition improvement, athletic performance, mental fortitude, or quality of life. Better looks different for everyone. With the help of our qualified staff, we will be there to guide you, to keep you accountable, and to help you recover. Whatever better looks like for you. Come see us at the Fieldhouse, 1609 Conwood Street, right off the Treadway.
Back to Moody Coliseum, 4 minutes to go here in the first half. And ACU the 8-point lead. They've led wire to wire tonight. CBU has not led as of yet. ACU their largest lead as of 10 in this first half of play. Points in the paint go the way of the Wildcats, 16-14. CBU with 9 points though off the bench, 9 compared to ACU 6. Drogo back at the line, he'll shoot 2. First one rattles out. Just a 49% free throw shooter, Ivan Drogo. 11 double-figure games this year, 4 double-doubles as well. Scored 15 in the first meeting this year versus the Wildcats. More pressure here from the Lancers. Just trying to eat a little of the 30-second shot clock. Diba attacks in the paint. Gets it back up and in. Second chance points, it's 8 now, and Brett Tanner talks about that. We have to have some second, third chance opportunities. Betty all a push in the back. Hey, stay with us at the half. We'll send it upstairs. Daisy Strine, Zion Webb. They'll bring you the first half analysis, first half highlights as well. Matthew Dela Cruz will talk to Brett Tanner before we send it upstairs. Daisy and Zion upstairs coming up at the half. Betty the foul, his second. He and Simmons both with 2 fouls as they work on the inside with Drogo.
At the free throw line again. 5th and 6th, or 5th of the game.
Yeah, 1-on-1 situation on the 7th team foul. It's a critical 3.5 minutes, I think, really for both teams. ACU's been in control. Can they stay in control? Or can CBU chip away and make this a 1-2 possession game? Mashai Hill, number 11, is in for the first time tonight. The freshman, 6'9" out of Austin. McClain into the paint, a jump stop. Falls off the rim. The rebound to Goodrick and the foul on Cameron Steele. Will walk the floor and shoot more free throws. This is a chance for the Lancers to get back in it, a chance just to walk the floor and get to the charity stripe.
Scoring points when the clock is stopped is a great way to get back into the game whenever you're down multiple possessions.
Goodrick out of Sydney, Australia, the transfer from South Dakota. 8.5 a game. 11 double-figure games on the year. He'll get the backside of the bonus. Did not score when these two teams played out in Riverside. Did have 8 rebounds. He has 8 games this year of 10-plus rebounds. So he's one that crashes the boards, finds a way to be involved.
He leads the Western Athletic Conference with 9 rebounds a game. So he is a big difference maker on the glass.
Takes advantage of the free throws. McLean right side. Steele picks up, dribble, needs some help, finds Madden, 6 on the clock. Pull up, just inside the three-point line. That's not a good possession for the Wildcats at all. Good defense, and Chiqueño the board. Washington, our impact player, stays scoreless. 0 for 4 first half. Washington feels like he's pressing a little bit. He's had a good 2 weeks, getting at 16.5 over the last four weeks, but he feels like he's pressing tonight.
Wildcats probably keyed in on him on their scouting report, and that might be something that hasn't happened to him before.
McLean a step, Stevenson a foul on the open floor.
The past few possessions, the Wildcats have not taken great shots. Hunter Jack Madden just inside the three-point line. That's a low efficiency shot. And the Lancers are chipping away the lead because of it.
Team foul number 7 on the Stevenson foul. Free throws for McLean in the 1-and-1. McLean having a nice first year here in Abilene. The transfer from Howard Junior College. Just over 6 points a game. He shoots it at 85% from the line. It's ACU trying to get in that top 8 in the Western Athletic Conference standings. They're 5-9, half a game behind Utah Tech, who is at 6-9. That's the 8th and 9th place spots. Utah Tech in the 8th place spot, ACU in the 9th place spot. CBU at 7-7, start the night in 5th place. Half a game behind UT Arlington, who is 8-7 in that 4th place spot. Goodrick gets the entry pass to Drogo. Works on Hill. Thought he took the extra step, no call, but he missed the shot. It's been a 3.5-minute drought without a field goal for the Lancers. Too high screen. DeGrew going left. And good hands by Riley. He tapped it out of his hands. DeGrew touched it last.
Both of these teams coming off the ball screens, they're hedging and getting a short little moment of double team, and that's forced the turnover.
Chiqueño leads the Lancers in scoring in the first half. Coleman challenged at the rim, couldn't finish. Tried the one-handed flush. Slow, methodical possession. Deba looking at 3. ACU's cooled off from deep. Coleman running this time. Deba strips it away.
Good hands by Deba, not getting the foul there.
About an 8-second difference here, game clock and shot clock. I think it's too tight for a 2-for-1 opportunity for the Lancers. So. Low scoring output. It's 22 points. Shooting it at 40% as Washington makes his first triple tonight. And that could be a little momentum boost here for the Lancers. Scotty Washington. It's back within 6. Brett Tanner, a timeout here, wants to talk the last possession through. The second make from deep tonight for CBU.
Guarded by the big man, pretty far behind the line. He knew he was getting guarded at that shot and shot it with confidence.
And again, Trey, I think here in this first half, it's been a great defense for both teams, as we anticipated. The field goal percentages are not bad for either team, but it's just been good defense and kind of a slower pace here in the half court. Both teams doing their thing defensively.
Yes, great defense by two defensively minded teams.
Yep.
And as you said, there are very similar play styles from both these teams. Very similar defensive philosophies, helping off in the paint, hedging screens, and slowing it down in the half court.
Shot clock is off. Final possession here of the first half. ACU has led wire to wire here in the first 20 minutes. Washington's 3 has the Lancers back within 6. Madden top of the key with 5 on the clock. Steele gets to the rim and finishes. Cherry on top of a nice first 20 minutes for the Wildcats. And here at the half, it's ACU 33 and California Baptist 25. Wildcats shoot 41% in the first half and a great first 20 minutes. Let's send it to Matthew Dela Cruz with Coach Tanner. Matthew?
I'm here with head coach Brett Tanner for the Wildcats. Coach, what did you see in that first half?
Well, I thought defensively we were pretty locked in. We did a good job rebounding the ball outside of the first possession of the game. And that's huge because they're so good on the offensive glass. Offensively, though, we've got to get some better looks. We got out of sync there in the last 4 minutes, and we've got to do a much better job.
What did you see out of Leonardo Bettiol in that first half?
I thought Leo did a good job. He helped us rebound. He did a good job defensively, and then he attacked the rim and was pretty solid on the offensive end.
Thank you, Coach. Back to you.
Matthew, thank you, Coach Tanner. We appreciate the time here at the break. 33-25, Wildcats. They've got an 8-point lead. Daisy Strine, Zion Webb, they're upstairs. They'll have your halftime report. WAC basketball on a Thursday night from Abilene, right here on ESPN+.
We welcome you upstairs to Moody Coliseum. My name's Daisy Strine. I'm here alongside Zion Webb. The score is 33-25 at half. ACU leads by 8. Zion, we saw ACU come out a little bit sloppy in the first few minutes, but all of a sudden something clicked and they really gained their composure and aggression against this team.
For sure. I think it was that adjustment in itself. At a certain point in the game, we could tell that the team made an adjustment. They said, I want to be aggressive. I'm going to be that guy. And they came out and they decided that we're going to attack. No matter where you are, we're going to get nasty, we're going to get nitty-gritty, and we're going to get in your face. And that was the biggest thing for ACU in that first half.
Let's take a look at some halftime stats.
Hey, yeah, right now we see Leonardo Bettiol. Right now he has 7 points. And in the first half, he was being absolutely dominated. Honestly, when I was watching the game, all I heard was choo-choo. He was coming like a train, man. He was coming, and he said, I'm not stopping no matter what. And that was great for him. But also conversely on the other side, the forward, Tekachu, he was doing a good job at just making sure he was doing the little things, and that was great for him.
Yeah, that's right. Leo really took advantage of his size there, the 6'8" forward. Leo Bettiol, really a great half for him, leading in points for the half. Now let's take a look at some of the first half replays.
Yeah, and honestly, just looking at this, it was great to see that ACU did a great job at trapping and making the turnover battle big. Like I said earlier, the aggression was a big part of this game. And ACU has forced 8 turnovers and only has 5 turnovers in themselves. So just making sure that we watch and that we see the aggression point change between the half for California Baptist is going to be huge.
Some of the keys to the game that we mentioned earlier on in the broadcast was for ACU to generate offense and limit extra chances. Zion, how do you think they've done that here in the first half today?
Honestly, I think they've done a great job. Their offense has been great just passing the ball and making sure that in the paint that they're getting what's theirs. Conversely, I think that just for a little bit for CBU, they had to do just a better job at doing that. And scoring offensively is going to be big for them in the second half.
That's absolutely right, Zion. And so now we'll send it over to a feature with Ali Diba.
Talk about your experience of beginning life in America. Where were you at and what did that look like?
So my senior in high school, I went to a school in Florida that's called Central Point Christian Academy. That's where everything started. That's when I went and I played basketball there. We won state champs that year, so it was fun.
Began your playing career at Chicago State. Didn't really play that much, but what was Chicago like for you?
I love Chicago. It was a nice, beautiful city. I love the city. I love my teammates. I had some good teammates that showed me around. It was a fun time to be at.
Do you have any family in the States, in the United States?
Dude, I got my older brother that plays in South Carolina right now. He's in the basketball team. We talk every day about this life, basketball, and he gave me a lot of advice too, because he already done this. He's a grad student, so he's been through it, and he just helps me with everything I need.
How does that help you when you've got, even though it's just phone calls, FaceTimes, text, why is that important to you?
Well, I feel like family is everything, so just talking to my brother that's not too far away from me just helps. Like, just help me with life and just everything.
When you go from Chicago State and you're looking for where you're going to be next, why was it ACU? What stood out to you about the program?
I would say the family environment, like that was the biggest thing for me. Like, it felt like this was the most at home. Like when I talked to my family, this was the most that actually connected with me. I like the coaches, I like my teammates. I was actually talking to Leo when I came, and he was like the biggest one that made me come here, actually. When I came, they had like 4 or 5 international here, so that helped me a lot. It made my decision so much easier.
What about ACU, now that you're here, now that you've seen it, what has changed the most for you as a person when you look at the person that came here and started here? What's changed the most?
I would say I got closer to God. Like when I got here, I got closer to God. That was the biggest thing for me. And that's probably why I came into it, just to get close to God.
How has that impacted your life?
It impacts me in everything. Like everything you do, just having God on your side would help you a lot.
Getting ready to start the second half. Wildcats will start the last 20 minutes with an 8-point lead, 33-25, our halftime score. Welcome you back inside Moody Coliseum. Andy Penny alongside Trey Newhouse. Both teams shooting the exact same field goal percentage, 43%. ACU, those 7 more field goal attempts, and that's part of the tail of the tape as Wildcats have the 8-point lead.
Yes, well, one of our keys to the game for the Wildcats was limit extra chances. And they gave up 2 offensive rebounds on the first possession of the game. And I was a little worried about how well they were going to execute that key. But since then, they've given up 1 offensive rebound, total of 3 on the game, 1 second chance point for the Lancers.
Yeah, the intangible stats go the way of ACU in that first half. 8 second chance points to CBU's 1, as you mentioned. 20 points in the paint for the home team compared to 14 for the Lancers. 9 points off of turnovers for ACU compared to just 2 for CBU there in that first half. Got to play the second half too. The Wildcats will start it +8. Our number tonight was 70. We thought if one of these teams gets to 70, or the first to get to 70, would have a good chance to get out of here with the W tonight. So ACU a little closer to that number. They're on pace just shy of 70. Some work to do here for CBU. The Lancers, 25 is not their lowest first half output. They scored 23 last week versus Utah Valley in that 69-46 loss. Leo Bettiol leads the way with 7 points. Hunter Jack Madden has 6. Kavion McClain has 5. Blondo Chiqueño has 6 to lead the way for the Lancers. Congrats to Chiqueño. He scored his 1,000th career point there in that first half. Thanks to the CBU Sports Information Department for helping us out with that stat. He leads the way with 6. 4 points for Coleman. Everybody who's played is in the stat sheet, but again, Chiqueño leads the way with 6 in the first half. Wildcats first possession here of half number 2. Simmons will go to work in the paint. Throws one up on the rim. Good defense there on the inside by Udrogo.
Wildcats starting the second half the way they played the first half, inside.
Chiqueño started hot, as did Coleman off the bench. Udrogo throws one up and misses. And possession right back to ACU. Chiqueño started well in transition. I thought Coleman had a nice first half on the inside.
Yes, Coleman had a good first half for the Lancers. Also, Goodrick had another good first half, 4 rebounds for him.
8 turnovers by CBU in the first half. ACU had 5. But the intangible stats going the way of the home team. Bettiol, who started strong, misses his first shot here in the second half. Goodrick the board. Washington 3 points in that first half. Here's a foul on Bettiol, and that's his 3rd. Some foul trouble for ACU on the inside. Bettiol now with 3.
Wildcats started the half with 2 high percentage shots inside the paint and just happened to miss both of them.
Simmons also with 2 fouls, so Coach Croy and company will continue to pound the paint. Cam Steele will get his opportunity to defend Udrogo on the inside. Mismatch in the paint. Udrogo's got it versus Madden. Nice, patient offensive set. Udrogo finishes at the rim. He's got 5. You see again, more field goal attempts for the Wildcats. That's the only difference, as the two teams the same field goal percentage. Simmons, fadeaway shot, got the nice friendly Moody Coliseum roll. When you've been here as long as Arion, the rims know who you are. They're friendly to you.
Shooter's touch right there. He just threw it up there. The opposite on the other end.
Chiqueño can't get the nice hospitality here in Abilene. Right back to Arion. This time with Goodrick. Repost. Lost the dribble this time. And Madden tries to save and can't do it. Udrogo's going to be the game plan. And here just gets a mismatch. Look how patient he is, waiting for an opening to go up.
There were 4 Wildcats standing around him, but no one stepped up to defend him and put a hand in his face. So he was patient, did a couple pump fakes, and got the bucket.
Almost a 10-second violation. Chiqueño crosses with 21 on the shot clock. Goodrick left alone, top of the key. Udrogo up strong, a chance for a 3-point play. And Trey, you mentioned offensive rebounds were hard to come by in the first half. Ivan changes that narrative here to start the second half.
Well, that is a big man and that is a strong man, and you have to put a body on him and box him out of the paint if you don't want him to get the rebound. So he gets that ball, and once he gets the ball under the rim, there's no stopping him. He's going up strong, drawing a foul, and getting the 3-point play.
1 for 6 at the line. The lead stays at 6. ACU has led throughout tonight, their largest lead at 10. CBU's been back within 5, but ACU's held them at arm's length. They'll do it again. The Simmons finish.
It's been surprising how much in the second half Simmons has been attacking Udrogo in the paint.
He's got 6. Open look, Riley right side.
Made the right play, made the extra pass. Shot just didn't fall.
CBU at 32% from deep on the year. They're 3 for 9 tonight, so right on that pace. McLean works in the paint. Simmons a mismatch. Got it up and good.
Simmons is taking control of this game.
Now, 2 points at the half. He already has 8 now, 6 in the second half. Back to the largest lead tonight. Washington a drive. Got it to go. He'll go to the line with an and one.
Washington saw the mismatch with Steele guarding him on the perimeter. Makes a nice move and gets the and one.
Scotty Washington, our impact player. Started slow. I thought he played a little tight there in the first half. Maybe feeling a little bit of that pressure that comes with trying to fill those minutes of Dominique Daniels. Daniels again out of the lineup. Tore his meniscus on February 3rd, out for the season. Washington stepping in and finishes the three-point play. He's got 6.
I have a feeling Washington will really loosen up and start to play his game more in the second half.
Madden a drive. Washington contest. Madden a foul. And that is his first here in the game. It was an 8-point spread at half. It's a 7-point spread as we go under 16. WAC basketball Thursday night here in Abilene. Back to Abilene Wildcats, the 7-point lead. It has certainly become a game in the paint here, Trey, in this second half. Arion Simmons with 6 points in the first 4 minutes. Of course, Ivan Udrogo doing his thing on the inside as well.
Yes, it's been a big battle between those two guys. Udrago was guarding Simmons, and Simmons was going at him. And Udrago was doing his thing in the paint, getting rebounds and going up strong, getting to the free throw line and creating second chance opportunities.
Washington a look at a 3 in the corner, left it short. It's been his best look tonight, just left the 3 short from the corner. Nobody in double figures yet for either team. Iggy Ahan is back in. Bettiol gets a breather. Diva, a seam, and a layup right side.
Good layup coming off the screen by Diva.
It's a quiet 7 points for the 7th leading scorer in the WAC tonight, Ali Debo. Team leader at 15.5. Washington, he's feeling it.
Washington's definitely heating up. That was a good shot right there off the wing.
I think the Rick Croy conversation to Scotty Washington is you got to get your shots in. McClain on the other end, left side, right hand. Kavion, a nice finish.
Steve Nash-esque finish, going up and throwing off the defender's rhythm.
ACU 5 of their last 6 from the field. Goodrick, mismatch. Back to Washington. 5 on the shot clock. Kavion knocks it out of bounds. Check out Kavion finish on the left side.
That is a nice finish. Blown past the defender, keeping the defender on his back and laying it up and in off the glass.
4 on the clock for Washington. Late recognition, missed the shot. Coleman, who's back in the offensive board. And just 1 second chance point in that first half for CBU. They already have a bucket in the second half. Iggy Ahan a hold of Coleman. As Kendall goes down to the floor, and Iggy Ahan got caught.
Iggy Ahan didn't like that call. He was lobbying to the ref. I didn't do it.
And you saw Brett Tanner just make the hand gesture. 5 team fouls on the Wildcats to 0 on the Lancers here in the first 6 minutes. CBU will have a chance to shoot a whole bunch of free throws in the last 14. Chiquinho a step. Offensive board to put back. Coleman the finish.
That's a side effect of help defense. If a defender helps off, there's one less man to help rebound.
Simmons attacks again. Awkward shot. Bodies on the floor. I believe Iggy Ahan another foul. Riley had the loose basketball. Iggy Ahan coming up from behind, fouls him. Team foul number 6. And possession to the Lancers.
Just a nice little putback whenever Gahan slid over to stop the drive.
Coleman 6 points, 5 rebounds, quality minutes for the junior out of Shreveport. The transfer from LSU, Northwestern State. Cal Baptist has not been within 5 in a lengthy amount of time. On the clock for Riley. Stevenson a shot fake. And deep of the board. And deep a foul from behind. Washington did not agree. Deep on his way to the line.
Looks like Diva might have just lost it a little bit in the air, but he gets a foul call regardless and goes to the line.
So Diva, the 6'4" junior, Stockholm, Sweden, the transfer from Chicago State. In double figures 20 times this year, 6 of those are 20 plus. A great feature with Ollie the other day, talking about his story, how he got from Sweden to Chicago, now to Abilene, Texas. All with the support of his brother, who's in South Carolina, also in the States. His only family here in the States, helping Ollie navigate the college life. Abilene's been good to Ollie, and Ollie's been good to ACU as well. 1 for 2 trip. And Diva's got 8. DeGrew had a nice first half, 8 minutes of play. He's back in at the point guard spot. Udrogo works with Yehan. And got it up and good.
Good take there by Udrogo. Using the rim as a protection and getting a hook up and over and in.
Great patience. DeGrew coming the other way.
Just no stopping right there. Right hand dribble all the way to the basket.
DeGrew closing in on a season high. He's got 6. 8's his season high. He's done it twice this year. Another touch. Udrogo working hard. Out of bounds, staying with the Lancers. Under 12 we go. Nasir DeGrew to the rim. Wildcats, they got a 7-point lead here in Abilene. ACU has made 6 of their last 8 shots. They're 48% on the night, 19 of 40. CBU still shooting it well, 43%, 16 of 37. But every time, Trey, CBU makes a push, ACU's had the answer.
Yeah, CBU leads this half 14-13, but ACU just had too big of a lead at halftime. CBU's not cutting it down enough. We'll see what happens in this last 12 minutes.
Washington has been hot as of late. He's up to 9 points to lead the way for the Lancers. He has it in hand with a crossover. Whistle to travel. Just shuffle the feet. It's turnover number 9 for the Lancers.
He was moving really quick, couldn't stop fast enough.
It's been a clean game too, I thought, offensively. There's a foul, Simmons a step. Drogo the foul, just team foul number 2. Assuming they called that on the floor, and they did.
Just a little body check there as Simmons moving fast downhill.
He'll get a breather, his second foul tonight. Goodrick, a quick breather right back in. Diva up quick. And into the hands of Riley. Coleman faces up. Diva on the backside. Lancers are 3 of 12 from 3-point land tonight. ACU 3 of 7. been an in-the-paint game. CBU leads that category now 24-23. Betty all back in. Foul, almost got the double clutch to go in. Free throws nonetheless for Leo. Coleman the foul.
Good take there by Leo. Getting the ball in the paint, going up, and almost a circus shot right there. Just didn't put the right amount of spin on it, but he'll go to the line.
Been really impressed with how deep he has been able to get position down on the inside. All Coleman could do was foul him.
He's been working hard down there on Coleman, posting up strong and receiving those inside passes in a good spot.
Jaquainio, a quick breather back in. Betty All, the 6'8" sophomore out of Italy. Played for the Italian national team back in the day. Britt Tanner really excited about the progress that he's made as the big. He's talked about the evolution of the big man here for ACU. It seems like there's always been somebody in the program that takes the next guy under their wing. Betty All is fortunate to receive that from guys like Colton Cole and company. And now Betty All is passing that on to guys like Mashai Hill. The big man carousel continues. Here's Leo going to work again. He's fouled again. Goodrick the foul this time.
Another great position by Leo, getting that pass. And whenever you're that close to the rim, there's nothing you can do to stop him from scoring except for foul him.
And that's it, Drogo, another foul after just a quick breather. Drogo the foul. They'll call it on the floor, team foul number 4. ACU's largest lead tonight is 9. Offensive foul, give it right back to the Lancers. The largest lead tonight's been 10, it's 9 currently.
Jaquainio kind of took a charge on that illegal screen call. Wasn't necessarily a malicious amount of contact there from Diva, but he gave him a little bump. Jaquainio sold it.
That's Ollie's second foul. Another strip. DeGrew, who will attack and finish. Nasir DeGrew is tied at season high. He's got 8. Defense to offense again. Balanced scoring all the way around. Betty All 9. DeGrew, Simmons, Diva all with 8. McLean has 7. Madden has 6. Goodrick backs down. That's an easy finish.
That is fundamental basketball right there. Right hand outside spin, left hand finish on the left side.
Goodrick's first field goal make tonight. He's got 4 total. Halfway through the second half. Betty All, nice step, reverse. And another foul, that's 3. On the big man, Udrogo. Checking out defense to offense again. Second time from behind, a strip by DeGrew.
Good finish in the front of the rim there by DeGrew.
So Betty All to the line. He's 3 for 3 from the stripe tonight. Just a 59% free throw shooter. Busting the percentages. He's the first player for either team in double figures. DeGrew, a well-deserved and earned breather. McLean back to the point guard spot. 52-41, largest lead tonight. Big weekend ahead for both teams. Cal Baptist on their way to Tarleton. Tarleton, the second place team in the league. ACU will host Grand Canyon on Saturday, the top team in the league. Stevenson a miss, McLean the board. Those two teams do battle in Stephenville tonight, Grand Canyon and Tarleton. Grand Canyon currently the best record in the country after UConn lost earlier this week to Creighton. Betty All on the floor. Timeout granted for the Wildcats. 52-41 with 9:06 left. We'll step aside as well. 9:06 remaining. ACU, they've led wire to wire. 11-point lead in Abilene.
Out on the open road, from up in Amarillo.
52-41. 11-point lead for the Wildcats. Andy Penny alongside Trey Newhouse. Trey, seems like every commercial break we go to and come back, it's pretty much the same storyline. CBU will make a little push. ACU holding at arm's length, and now they have their largest lead of the night.
Yes, it's just a tug of war. ACU got the first big tug, and CBU's trying to take it back, but they're unable to.
Wildcats at 48%, 20 of 42. CBU at 41%, 17 of 41. Yanni Rivera's checked in here at the timeout. Medial leaves this one off the rim. If CBU's going to make a push, it's got to start pretty soon. They don't have to make up all 11. Now Simmons a steal, one-on-one. Goodrick lets it go. Simmons will finish. Defense to offense. Fast break points for the Wildcats.
11th forced turnover by the Wildcats in this game.
Arion with 10, the second Wildcat player to get to double figures. Jaqueño a three. First triple tonight, first points of the second half. He's got 9.
He thought about it, and he said, if they're not going to guard me up close, I'm going to knock this one down, and he did.
Lancers show 2-3 zone this trip. First time we've seen the zone defensively. Medial faces up. Simmons works with Goodrick. Size advantage. And the two-fisted flex after the finish at the rim. He's got 12. That's their difference right now, 56-44. Jaqueño going to try to take this thing over offensively. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Another timeout on the floor. Defense to offense. Arion Simmons. Wildcats, 12-point lead. $56-44 Wildcats as we go under 8 minutes. Let's take a look at the rest of the schedule around the WAC. Big one tonight in Stephenville. Battle the top 2 teams, Grand Canyon and Tarleton. RGV at Utah Valley as well. A few other games going on tonight. SFA way out in the northwest. We're taking on Seattle U. Southern Utah is in the Metroplex at UT Arlington. Down the stretch we come. 3 weeks left. 6 games max for all of these teams. And it's still a logjam really between 4th place and 9th place. Top 8 teams go to Las Vegas.
Yes, a lot of these teams control their own destiny, and that's all you can ask for down this stretch.
Hey, let's send it courtside. Matthew Dela Cruz. Matthew, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. CBU came into this game boasting the #1 scoring defense in the WAC, holding teams to an impressive 65.9 points. Additionally, they have only surrendered an 80-point game once this season, and they've only surrendered 7 70-point games as well. However, today, that has not seemed to be the case, as ACU has been on fire, shooting 49% from the floor. Additionally, despite CBU having 2 of the top 70 rebounders in the country, ACU has made the slight edge on the boards. Fellas, back to you.
Right on cue, Matthew. Hunter Jack Madden hits a 3. You're telling us about their hot shooting tonight, his 3rd triple. All 9 for Hunter Jack tonight behind the arc. Washington to answer, falls out. Goodrick aboard, he'll go to the line. Hunter Jack Madden left all alone. Right corner is 52nd triple of the year.
He's got such a smooth jump shot. Put the hand in the cookie jar and watch it go through the net.
Goodrick to the line. 4 points tonight, 2 for 2 from the stripe. Just 1 for 6 shooting here for Goodrick. He is closing in on another double-figure rebound game. He has 7 of those. Can Rick Croy get the right combination on the floor to make a push here in the last 7 minutes of action.
Wildcats slightly pulling away. They are 3 for 3 in their last 3 field goal tries. Let's see if Cal Baptist can force them to take bad shots and then capitalize on the stops they make.
2 for 2 trip. Pressure for the Lancers.
I bet we'll be seeing a lot of that backcourt pressure down the stretch of this game.
Let's try to change the tempo, eat some shot clock, if nothing else. Simmons into the corner, steal a 3. Well, strong. Chiqueño a chance to run with numbers. Pass, good pass to Goodrick, just couldn't hang on to it. Turnover number 12.
And all 5 of the Lancers are staying on this side of the half-court line as they're in that man press.
Six and a half to go. Wildcats have led from the start. CBU has not had the lead tonight. Simmons on the inside, good position again. Shot fake, shot up, too strong. Outlet pass. Childs runs it down. Boy, that was dangerous. Almost turnover, number 13. Who is the scoring option here for the Lancers? Washington. And a foul on McLean.
Washington wanted to score the whole way there. He was putting a string of moves together to get a good shot off, and he draws the foul.
Posting up McLean, but faded back to the free throw line before he squared up to shoot it. McLean fouls him. Kavion's second, Washington at the strike. 80% free throw shooter. Washington, who started slow, now in double figures with 10. Chiqueño 10, and now Washington 10. Drogo right behind him with 9. 1 for 2 trip. On the clock. McLean a step. Madden already 3 triples tonight. He'll attack this time and draw contact and a foul. Chiqueño his second.
Just a little bump there by Chiqueño when Matt was trying to get to the hoop. The foul will be on the floor.
Team foul number 6. Lancers in double bonus the rest of the way. 10 fouls here in the half on the Wildcats. Still a backdoor cut, can't make the catch. Asks for a timeout, and it's granted on the baseline. So 5:20 left. ACU 59, California Baptist 48. So you get a look at Brett Tanner again. Have to admire the grit of this Wildcat team. This time last week, they were 3-9 in conference on the road after probably their worst 2 games of the year at Seattle U and at Utah Valley. But as you can see, right back in the mix of this thing here, Trey, with 3 weeks to go. The top 8 make Las Vegas. They're in the 9th place spot. The schedule is favorable, but at the end of the day, you win games, you make your way to the conference tournament.
Yes, they went and got a sizable win over a team they should beat, UTRGV, and then they went to SFA and pulled out a 63-62 late game victory on the road against the really good Lumberjack squad. So that just shows the fight that this team has left in it. They want to go to Vegas.
A game that ACU trailed by 17 in the second half. Came all the way back. Arion Simmons the shot with 1 second left to give ACU the 63-62 win. They're up 11 here as we hit the 5-minute mark. Childs will drive, contact, and free throws coming for Chris Childs.
A lot of contact there on that baseline drive. Simmons met him outside the paint. Childs will go to the line.
Childs not a huge scorer this year, just averaging 1 point a game. His season high is 5. He hit a 3 in the first half, his only field goal attempt. Boy, free throw woes continue for the visitors. 8 for 17 tonight from the line. CBU only shoots it at 67% as a team. That's 10th out of the 11 teams in the WAC. And it's costing. In the 9 misses, it's a 10-point game. Betty all back in as Simmons gets a breather. Diva step, finishes with the left hand.
The Wildcats are slowing it down on the half break, on the half court set, and making sure they're getting the shots that they want to take. That's a luxury you can afford whenever you're in the lead.
Right back the other way is Washington. He's got 12. Madden to answer. Handed him the other way of the Lancers. Diva touched it last, but check out Ollie with the step and the left-handed finish.
He sees the light and he takes it on Washington. Left-hand finish at the rim.
Washington's bucket gives him 12. He leads the way. He and Simmons lead all scorers with 12. Betty all 11. Diva with 10. Chiqueno also at 10. How did that not fall for CBU? DeGrew standing out of bounds. Possession will stay here on the offensive side. It's our under 4-minute timeout. ACU, they'll start it with a 10-point spread, 61-51.
Fans, your Wildcats are ready, everybody, Coliseum this Saturday.
Last 4-minute stretch here, Wildcats the 10-point lead. CBU has possession. Just a reset here, the possession arrow faces the Lancers. They're in the double bonus the rest of the way. ACU still in the 1-and-1 bonus. Udrogo back in for the final stretch. Washington a jumper. Udrogo an offensive board. Free throws coming for Ivan Udrogo.
That's Udrogo's difference making ability, being able to go over people and get those rebounds and assert his dominance in the paint.
Does Rick Croy have the puzzle pieces here in the last 4 minutes to make a stretch? Make a push down the stretch. Udrogo the free throw.
And now the Wildcats is number 4, Katie on McLean.
McLean will come back in at the point guard spot. Don't be surprised if we see both point guards on the floor here in crunch time with the lead. Two for two trip, it's an 8-point game. Lancers are gonna have to take some chances here in the full court. Methodical set, eat the shot clock, shorten the game. Simmons into the corner. Madden, fourth triple tonight.
Best possession you can ask for the Wildcats. Kill a lot of shot clock and still get 3 points out of it.
Washington to answer, and he will. And a CBU timeout. Two teams getting hot. Hunter Jack, the fourth Wildcat to get to double figures. He's got 12.
Wide open in the corner, and he hits those shots. And then Washington on the other end answers. Our key players going back and forth here.
Scotty Washington, who was pretty quiet in the first half, just had 3 points at the break, now with 15. A lot of credit to Scotty Washington, again, taking the offensive responsibilities from Dominique Daniels.
Yes, he had big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
19.2 points, first in the WAC, Dominique Daniels Jr., of course, their #1 scoring option. And now Washington has to fill that role of CBU's #1 scoring option, and he's been doing a great job these past few games.
Averaging 16.5 in this stretch without Daniels, now up to 15. Get 4 Wildcats in double figures. Madden with 12, Simmons with 12, Betty all 11, Diva with 10. 3 for the Lancers in double figures. Washington's 15. Tuqueño has 10. Odrogo has 11. 8-point game, 3 minutes to go.
If CBU wants to make a run, this is the time to do it.
They're known for their defense. Top in the WAC. Simmons. Good contested shot by Goodrick. Great defensive set. Childs a drive and a finish. It's a 6-point game.
Good finish around the defender. Double pump, lays it in. Makes that shot look a lot easier than it is.
Childs, new season high. He's got 6. .12 on the clock. McLean, top of the key. Bettiol lost his footing. Spin, hook, short. Washington the board. Under 2 minutes we go. Chance to get within 4 or even 1 possession at 3. Tuqueño, wide open Goodrick. Madden the board. Lancers got the shot they wanted. Goodrick just couldn't finish. 5 for 17 night for the Lancers from deep.
The Lancers need to capitalize on those stops that they get.
McLean dribbling clock. 10 on the shot clock. Diva step fouled in the open floor. It's bonus free throws. Ali Diva to the line. Hunter Goodrick had the shot that the Lancers wanted to make it a 1-possession game.
Yes, he found that wide open 3 in the corner, and he's not a bad 3-point shooter. 28.6% on the year. He's made 12 of them so far, and that was about as good of a 3-pointer you can get, and he just missed it.
Diva gets the front side of the 1-and-1. ACU 10 of 13 at the line tonight. Brett Tanner, look how calm he looks over there on the sideline. You believe that?
He's lounging.
3-possession game. We'll hit the 1-minute mark. And Tuqueño fouled by DeGrew. That's not a good foul if you're a Wildcat fan. Clock stops, Tuqueño to the line. Double bonus, he'll shoot 2.
The Lancers are playing against the Wildcats and the clock right now. So for the Wildcats to stop the clock for him and give him an opportunity to score, that's not a good thing.
And I think with 1:04 left, there's still time to play out one more possession. I don't think you have to turn it into a free throw shooting contest quite yet. It's back down to 6. Madden in the backcourt. The Lancers will play out the possession. Under a minute we go. And there's the foul, Tuqueño. That'll send Diva to the line to shoot 1-and-1.
Awkward possession right there, letting the clock run down about 10, 15 seconds and then fouling him for the 1-and-1.
Yeah, kind of agree. Once you're that deep into a shot clock, you almost want to play that out. You have to make up your mind, either foul at 29 seconds or play it out.
They could have saved 10 seconds on the clock if they fouled him backcourt.
Asir DeGrew is in. Both point guards on the floor now. McLean and DeGrew take care of the basketball down the stretch. Debo 1-1. It's point number 13. We said the number would be 70 tonight. First team to get to 70. ACU's 2 points away. Childs a three. Gets his own possession with the Lancers. Another look. Childs got it this time. 5-point game and a Rick Croy Lancer timeout. 68-63. Chris Childs continues to add to his season high with a three on the right side.
Yes, good possession by him. Misses one shot, gets right back into it, gets ready on the wing, catches it, shoots in rhythm, and he knocks it down.
ACU at 46%, CBU at 43%. Shot clock is now off. This is certainly now take care of the basketball if you're the Wildcats. Force CBU to foul, make free throws, and it's a 3-game win streak for the home team if they can do that in the next 28 seconds.
Yes, Wildcats cannot afford to turn the ball over and just knock down a couple of free throws to go back to your dorm tonight with a win.
Only 7 turnovers tonight for ACU. CBU just 12. It's been a clean played basketball game tonight. At the inbound, now Simmons. McLean into the hands of Simmons. And Arion fouled. Hard foul, but Arion pops up. If you're CBU, Simmons is the one of the 5 that you want to send to the free throw line.
Yes, he is.
Chiqueño is fouled out. Allow Rick Croy a chance to huddle up his team, but the night is over for Blondo Chiqueño. 12 points on 4 of 8 shooting. 1 for 1 from deep, 3 for 4 at the line. 6 rebounds to go with his 12 points in 35 minutes.
Great game from him. He played 35 minutes and he played him hard.
Simmons at the line. It is just team foul number 9, so it's 1-and-1 bonus one more time here for the Wildcats. Simmons at 65.5% free throw shooter.
Wildcats have shot 81% on the free throw today, 5 for 11. This would be a good time to hit some more.
Coliseum roll.
He's got a shooter's touch.
His 18th double-figure game of the year. It's 148th game in a Wildcat uniform. 70's the number. 19.9 to go. Riley left side, eating a lot of precious seconds. Missed the shot. Simmons the board. One more walk of the court. 2 more free throws. It's a 3-game win streak for the home team.
Wildcats have played great defense tonight, holding their opponents to only 63 points, and that's the right identity. That's what they've done for years. That's what Brett Tanner preaches in this organization. Defense, defense, defense.
On a team that's had their back against the wall, left for dead 8 days ago, 3-9 in the conference. Sweep 2 on the road last week at UTRGV and at SFA. Start the homestand with a win tonight versus CBU, and a whole bunch of momentum as Grand Canyon will come to town on Saturday afternoon, 3 o'clock Central tip here at Moody Coliseum. CBU is on the road on Saturday at Tarleton. Try to snap this 4-game skid as Riley will finish at the buzzer, and that's how this one comes to an end. ACU shoots 46% tonight in your final for Moody Coliseum. Wildcats 71, Lancers 65. ACU improves to 11-15, 6-9 in the conference. CBU falls to 14-12, 7-8 in Western Athletic Conference play. Trey, great game all around for ACU tonight.
Yes, it was a great game for the Wildcats. They played great defense, forced 12 turnovers from the Lancers, and they worked the ball inside and took high percentage shots. And that's all you can ask for a coach. From a coach, they shot 46% from the field.
Scotty Washington, 15 points to lead the way for the Lancers. Chiqueño had 12 points. Odrogo had 11 points. Four in the double figure category for ACU. Leading the way, Arion Simmons with 15, Ali Diva 14, Hunter Jack Madden 12, Leo Bedio with 11. Arion Simmons is courtside with Matthew Dela Cruz. Matthew, take it away.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Arion Simmons. Arion, this was a hard-fought win, 15 points, 5 assists, 2 steals. How does it feel to get a team win?
It definitely feel good. Definitely to a team that we went to their home and they really punked us. So it feels good.
Perfect. How do you take this momentum into our next matchup versus GCU?
Don't get comfortable, and GCU can be beat. So that's our mentality coming through Saturday.
Perfect. Thank you. Daisy, up to you.
Thanks, Matthew. Daisy Strine back here with Zion Webb upstairs in Moody Coliseum. What a great game we saw today. This really sets up ACU well as they're going with momentum into their upcoming schedule. They're about to face 5 teams that are higher seeded than them, giving them a great shot at the WAC tournament coming up in March. Zion, what did you see in today's game?
Honestly, big time. I just seen them sharing the basketball. Honestly, just letting everyone eat off the plate. Nobody was being greedy. It was great. Rather it be Nasir DeGrew coming off the bench, Arion Simmons, Leonardo Bedidall, or Hunter Jack Madden. They all did great, especially in the rebounds, the steals, the assists, shooting percentage. It was amazing. It kind of looked like they had some Jerry Jones type money under their pillow this morning. You know, it was great to watch.
They definitely had fun today here in Moody Coliseum. And hey, join us again on Saturday. ACU's facing the #1 seed, Grand Canyon University. Until then, Daisy Strine, Zion Webb here. We'll send it down to Andy and Trey.
Daisy, Zion, great job upstairs. Trey, was a great job tonight for the Wildcats.
Yes, it was a great game for the Wildcats. They took good shots, and they took a lot of them. And they come out of here with a 3-game win streak.
71-65, the Wildcats get the win as they are now 11-15 on the year. Hey, this has been a presentation of the Western Athletic Conference on ESPN. All games airing on the ESPN networks or streaming live, archived on the ESPN app. Until next time, for Trey Newhouse, Matthew Dela Cruz, Daisy Strine, Zion Webb, I'm Andy Penny. Take care. Good night.